I still love twin blades. That includes the Twinned Knight swords. They are simple when put up against the last two twin blades I used, being the Black Steel and Euphoria, yet this weapon is not without its merits, and many of you may want to give it a try, especially with a build like this. The Twinned Knight swords are easy enough to find. Go to the northernmost windmill in all of Altus Plateau, where you'll find some dancing enemies and a burning pile of corpses. In said infernal pile, you'll find the Twinned Knight swords, the blue hood, and my most beloved light armor in the game, the Noble set. You can pick this up as soon as you have access to the area. For our moveset, we have the standard Twin Blade moveset. This means long wind-ups with our heavy attacks, and quick double hits for our lights. Within those double hits, the second hit does much more damage than the first. This was a strength intelligence build, so our Twin Blade was cold infused. Every hit from the weapon will not only build up successive attack power, but also frostbite buildup, giving the enemy a further debuff and letting us ever increase our DPS. Our Ash of War was fitting with the cold infusion. Chilling Mist will infuse our weapon with additional frostbite buildup and create a cloud of frost in front of us. Casting this right on top of the boss will inflict essentially every enemy that can be frostbitten with the debuff. If your target is more mobile, keep that buff up on your weapon and you'll get that infliction in no time. The move does damage itself on cast, but not nearly enough to build around. You'll see in our talismans, we're gonna build up the moveset exclusively and just use the Ash of War to make our light attacks all that much better. Intelligence means sorceries. The three that I used for this run were Carian Piercer to knock down plenty enemies in the game, Adula's Moonblade for frostbite at a distance, and Glintstone Comet Shard for a nice medium damage spell to hit enemies well out of Twin Blade range. For our playstyle, start with a flask, and then get off a Chilling Mist as soon as you can. This will proc a frostbite, and prepare the enemy for the main course of R1 spam. As you build up that Twin Blade successive attack power, the boss's HP will drain faster and faster and faster. Should you be facing an NPC, Carian Piercer. If the enemy keeps annoyingly charging out of your range, send out a Glintstone Comet Shard or two to do damage and to keep their poise low. I will have to mention in this run, I got almost no poise breaks. The damage to poise damage ratio on Twin Blade light attacks is incredibly high. I saw less poise breaks on this run than I did on my recent dagger run. So do not prepare to see a lot of criticals. If you're playing on New Game Plus 7, prepare to see essentially none. On my last Twin Blade video, I asked what your favorite Twin Blade was. So I have to change it up here. Let's get more general with the question this week. What is your favorite successive attack power build? I fell in love with the Erd Steel Dagger build I did a couple weeks ago. The heavy attacks come out so fast, and that weapon shattered all the expectations I had for it, which were not even low to begin with. An overall favorite though, Murray Executioner Sword. That Ash of War must contain the fastest successive attacks in the entire game. And as always, if you enjoy the build videos or other content that I make in the Souls-like genre, be sure to like and subscribe to the Jersey Side, where we have a new upload without fail every single Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Our talismans for the build were the Two-Handed Sword Talisman for 15% more damage with the moveset, the Two-Headed Turtle Talisman for better stamina regeneration, and the Rotten Wing Sword Insignia with Millicent's Prosthesis for much more successive attack power. Our tiers for the build were the Magic Shroud and Crack tier for 20% more magical damage, and the Thorny Crack tier for that third boost to successive attack power. Our stats at RL 170 were 60 Vigor, 30 Mind for all that magic casting, 30 Endurance, 54 Strength, 18 Dexterity, that gets raised to 23 with the Prosthesis, and 41 Intelligence, as our weapon and sorceries scale off this stat. Other Twin Blades may steal the show, such as Eleanor's Pole Blade or Euphoria, but there's still something to be said about the Twinned Knight swords. Simple, effective, and easy to obtain. And coming packaged with great armor, there is still plenty of reason to love Twin Blades and give this particular one a try.